Where the white wood at? Shit, right there. Right there. It's right there. It's right there. Dragon tails, let's all go. Dragon tails, come along, take my hand. Let's all go to Dragon Land. Birds aren't real. What up? PlayStation controller triangle, which is the heavy punch when playing Mortal Kombat. What up, Rich? Kingpin movie review date. Damn it, I knew it was something I was forgetting. I fucking knew it. I forgot. I forgot to watch it. Damn, I fucking knew it. I'll review something else, but it ain't gonna be Kingpin. I forgot to watch that. Azalea's coming in. What kind of moisture meter do you use? You don't need a moisture meter when your wood this good. You don't need a moisture meter when your wood this good. To put this into perspective, the sun's shining too bright. I don't know if y'all can see the difference. And not only texture, but the hue. See, this piece is a lot darker. Matter of fact, it's gray. This was split a little bit ago. This was split last year. This shit look purple compared to this. And it's light. When your wood this good, you don't need a moisture meter. Shout out to my wood. Careful, BG. YouTube will ban you for showing raw wood on a stream. Shout out to YouTube. That's that pure. You only gonna get wood this fine in Virginia. It ain't nowhere else on earth. What the fuck is y'all saying? BG need to see Empire Records. Shout out to Empire Records. I don't know what the fuck it is. Did you see there's something about Mary? Is that the one with Adam Sandler in it? I didn't see that. Is that Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore's movie? Y'all know Drew Barrymore was on coke. She was addicted to coke at like 4 years old. So Drew Barrymore had one of the craziest uh, upbringings, maybe in all of Hollywood, huh? Like people will watch Quiet on the Set on Netflix and see how the Nickelodeon kids was doing this and doing that, or how they felt like they was abused. Man, son, that shit ain't got nothing on that Drew Barrymore shit, man. She was in rehab at age 12. Real shit. Oh, Ben Stiller and Cameron Diaz. I think I seen it. But shout out to Drew Barrymore though. She really had some demons she had to work through. It is what it is. Yeah, that shit was crazy. Where you learn that? I seen the documentary on it. It was talking about Drew Barrymore. She had one of the wildest. Yo, son, that shit was wild. This shit was crazy. Like she was at the 40/40 club when she was like 6 years old, in there with grown men. That shit was crazy. And her mom and them, they go in there. Her mom, her dad, and them, they be like, you go this way, you go this way, we go that way. Like they hit the club and to tell Barrymore, like Drew, they like, you go this way, we go that way. On some real shit. That shit still on YouTube. She was in rehab at 12. Hillbilly Hard, she's definitely a good. What up, Hillbilly Hard? First of all, what up with you? Top of the morning to you. Shout out to Hillbilly Hard, aka Virginia's top flight security of Virginia, aka shout out to Virginia. Man, fuck it. Shout out to all police in Virginia. Shout out to Virginia State Police. Shout out to the county police, the sheriffs. Shout out to our Dunkin' Donuts out here where them niggas gather together and conspire against citizens. But nah, what up with you though? She's still a good actress. Yeah, Drew, she decent. I don't know how I happened across that documentary with her in there, but she was talking about her childhood, and they had people going over her childhood, how she grew up in the industry, and how she's linked to royalty, like her bloodline or some shit like that. Yeah, that shit was crazy. She come from a long line of Drew Barrymores too. That shit crazy. That shit is crazy. And no, she's not a Jew. Yo, BG, come help me pull this wheel hub. Man, it sounds like you need a bigger hammer. Sounds like you need a bigger hammer. You requesting my help because your hammer game weak. So nah, I ain't gonna do nothing but get there and help you look at it while not doing nothing about it. Just be like, yeah, that shit all there. I ain't gonna do nothing but make it an even more daunting task. I have a drink. Like, damn, son, that shit stuck. Yeah, I'll watch you struggle. I ain't gonna actively help you. I'm gonna watch you struggle. Be like, son, you not hitting it hard enough, son. Like, son, you not hitting it from the right angle. Come on, help me pull it hub. If it ain't a hub that's held on with fasteners and it's a press fit hub, like, cause you need a puller. Your puller ain't built like nothing. You bought the puller at Harbor Freight. Talking about I need help. Now you need more money for a better puller. Freedom Inc. What up? What up, Freedom Inc.? Of course you would come in here after I just shouted out police. Oh, Freedom Inc. It's like you heard my police shout out. Sorry, dog. Shout out to Freedom Inc., man. Drew Barrymore is a propagandist now. Her show is bizarre. She is bizarre. I think she said she went to therapy, but there ain't enough therapy in the world to get over her childhood. That was a fucked up childhood, son. And her mother and her father were party to the bullshit. You got a lot of people that sit there and can blame it on an absent parent, which I don't know how, because that nigga wasn't around, or your mom wasn't around, gave you up for adoption or something. Nah, Drew Barrymore parents were in her life, son. Her childhood was fucked up. That shit was crazy. That shit got the hit different. It be kids out there because my dad, he doesn't want me. He don't want your mom ain't shit. Your mom gave you what you like. And my mom, she didn't want me. What happened? Man, there is no excuse for Drew Barrymore. She just got to accept the fact that really got to make you feel like you ain't shit when your parents are actually in your life and you just go through it like that. Yeah. Yeah, son. Oh, hey, Songbird. Hey, good morning. I respect cops when they show they earned it. Too many cops have. How do cops show they earn respect? I'm confused. Like, unless they're hillbilly hard. Like, how do they just... But like when he pulls you over correctly? When they politely go through your shit? When they get a warrant to search your home? When they put the bread back in the pantry? After they done searched for the cocaine in your house? How the fuck? After the K9 bite your ass? Nigga sitting in the back of the paddy wagon with his hands tied like, yeah, you know what, I respect him though. Yeah, cuz actually read me my rights though. I was Mirandized like shit though. Like, cuz got my respect. After he went and got his nightstick balanced so it slapped different. You know what, I respect this nigga right now, son. Yeah, he got my respect. Yeah. This nigga got pulled over for going 10 miles over the speed limit. You know what, officer? I respect you. You know why? Because you in a fucking Corolla. I would have never expected to be pulled over in a Corolla. You got my respect, son. Like, I'll pay this ticket. Man, shout out the cops, man. Not cops, but the show Cops. Shout out to the cameraman. Shout out to Maury's cameraman too. You are not the father having to chase niggas through the building, the parking lot, the studio. John Barrymore, her great-grandfather was an actor in silent film in the 1920s. Shout out to the Barrymores, man. They fucked up though. I ain't even gonna sit here and hold you on that. Oh shit! Oh shit! I ain't mean to get nothing started. Hard if you're a cop, yes you are. You accept funds that have been extorted from people to commit immoral acts. Oh shit! I ain't even mean to. I ain't even mean to get that rolling. I was just having fun. I ain't know. It's man, shot. Cop fights. I'm always the damn middleman. Y'all play nice. Hell no, I'm gonna mind my business. I just mind my business. I got brothers that did the time. I ain't telling. Going up, I ain't hit no sky limit. Put the new 4Gs on the Jeep. I try to tell the bloody about it is underneath. Somebody ain't got it out the street. I ain't. Y'all done. It's too early in the morning for that, man. Show they are honest and age and violate to earn respect. I agree with freedom that suit. I mean, you're honor, bad boy. Black people are supposed to call him More BG. Nah, shout out to Maury, man. And then he had unlimited track stars on his show, and the cameraman had to keep up with them niggas. What up, Chubby Stick? What up, Witch? That name suspect as hell. No Diddy, but that name suspect as hell. I'm not about to sit here and keep calling another nigga Chubby Stick. Yeah, you about to get a nickname ASAP, because I can't do that. Your new name Chubbs. I'm not saying all that shit. You Chubbs now. What up with you though? I'd be a good cop. Y'all won't have me. I'd be a good cop. Nah, cause BG already calls me Chubby Stick. And who said that homosexual shit? Who said that? Adrian Oberon banned. Fuck out of here. Your kids are banned. Your wife is banned. She shouldn't even be on the internet for me to ban her. What up, Bort? AKA Big Dweeb. Beautiful Sunday morning in Arizona, listening to my favorite homestead YouTuber. Homestead YouTuber and comedian. Don't leave out the comedian part. Just in case Judge Bellows is watching. And Hillbilly, if more cops had that mentality, we would have a freer country. Huh? My bird said something to me. All right, will do. Shepherd's pie, bird. The birds prophesied that I had shepherd's pie for dinner tonight. BG, what's the meaning of life? I don't know right now. They're just sitting here, I got people having a conversation with police officers. No, not me. I'm just, me personally, I like police officers when they do what I want them to do. and they don't fuck with me, but they fuck with my competition. Like, don't arrest me for distribution. Go arrest that nigga. He outsold me last month, and it would help me if you lock that nigga up. You feel me? But like, don't arrest me for going 20 over the speed limit when that nigga just went 40 over the speed limit. This nigga tried to show me up when the red light turned green and got off on me. I don't like that nigga now. Police lock that nigga up. Lock up any nigga in a Subaru with a fart can muffler and a spoiler. Yeah, I ain't got no problem with got no problem with the police. Don't lock me up. But don't look the other way. I'm cool. You good. But you know, it's honest conversations that, you know, people feel like they need to have between, you know, civilians and police, because, you know, obviously police and civilians got words for each other. Sometimes police will come through with a well-balanced nightstick and beat the fuck out you. You know, sometimes they're gonna get called road pirates, you know. This is a good, cool name. After watching One Piece, I agree, you know, a little bit of a road pirate right there. Woo! Sure, pull over. You know, you're a road pirate, man. But nah, I just don't actively have a grudge against police though, me personally, myself. The meaning of life, man, shit. Man, it depends. It depends on who you are and what you're doing. Mhm. Voted best Vince Vaughn impersonator. Oh yeah, baby, come on, baby, I gotta go, baby. What are you doing? Talking about it? Come on, baby. I'm always in a movie with Jennifer Aniston. We gotta go across the wedding. We gotta crash the party. Come on, baby, we gotta crash the party. I, for it, best Vince Vaughn impersonator probably goes to Made by Jim Bob, and he not even trying to do a Vince Vaughn impersonation. It was just his rendition of Owen Benjamin doing a Vince Vaughn impersonation, but that shit was just funny as fuck. It's not really about how accurate you are in the impersonation, how much you sound like the other person, but the mannerisms and just the ability for that impression to make other people laugh. That shit just funny. That's what, matter of fact, to this day, that's probably like Jim Bob do the Ben Shapiro shit, but that's one of his best impressions. Is his impression of Owen Benjamin doing an impression of Vince Vaughn. And that shit subtle. He don't overdo it. That shit was just peppered in. He don't do that shit like talking about. But that shit, like you talking about LO, that shit always make me laugh, son. No bullshit. But shout out to Vince Vaughn. Shout out to Jennifer Aniston. Mm. One of the worst problems in our society right now is mental health. It's a daily battle with mental patients that mostly derive from methamphetamine use. Oh, okay. I'm not built to be a cop. I tell you, I couldn't do it. NYC, man, shout out the cops. I couldn't do no shit like that. That shit, I ain't like the shit to go to a nigga head, but I'd rather gangbang. Cause I ain't got the patience to deal with shit like that. I ain't got the patience for it. I ain't. Even if I do getting my feelings and beat the shit out of somebody, do some wild shit, and a whole bunch of paperwork. I'm not built for paperwork or court. They just gotta sit in there and go to the actual court date. I ain't built for that type of shit. I put them new 4Gs on the Jeep. I tried to tell her, bloody bottles is underneath. Shout out to Roddy Rich. Was crying. What up, Granny's Blue Waffle? Pop the hub loose by air hammer. And it, man, niggas don't got air hammers. I hate when I watch a video on how to do something. They be like, get an air hammer. I'm like, niggas don't got an air compressor. Don't got air tools. Definitely don't got an air hammer. Niggas don't got air hoses. The fuck is this, the 60s? Get the air hammer. Like, niggas don't got air hammers at home like shit. I'm not at the shop doing this shit. That's like watching something in a repair video and the first thing somebody tell you, put it on a lift. I'm like, nigga, no. Tell me where the jack points are on this bitch. I almost tried to jack it up by the radiator because I ain't know where the fuck the jack points were. You ever jack your car up wrong and fuck some shit up? Nigga like, yo, that's not the frame, that's the radiator right there. You like, oh shit. That's where all this juice is coming from? You be like, yeah, that's antifreeze. You just turned a $30 problem into a $400 one. I put the new 4Gs on the G. I try to tell her bloody bottoms is underneath. I gotta get creative because I don't have an air hammer. But I never needed one. And I've dealt with press-on hubs, press-fit hubs. You can get, they got tools for that, but an air hammer does help. That's just a throwback. I haven't, not once have I worked on a vehicle and was like, I need air tools. Since I've been home and not in a shop environment. Jim Bob best impression is Jordan Peterson. No, that's my best impression. Well, what do you mean? It's not, but still. What up, little old man? AKA beef and broccoli, no beef or broccoli, just juice. AKA slow as fuck in the left lane. AKA no turn signal. AKA box of tissues in the back window. AKA oh say the Toyota Corolla go slow in the left lane. AKA Peking Dog. AKA YOLO. Everything I just said canon too, by the way. Yeah, that shit written. I got 2 more questions. You got your garden going? Not yet. And I'm late. I'm late. I'm not really doing a garden this year because I don't feel like it. I'm just doing watermelon, tomatoes, herbs like jalapenos, marigolds, companion planting, eggplant, cucumbers, and watermelon. That's it. And more watermelon. I'm not really doing that much. I don't feel like gardening. Don't at me. I'm over it. I just want what I want and that's it. I gotta clean up what I messed up. I'm starting my life all over again. That's a gospel song, ain't it? Where the fuck did that come from? That shit was just in the back of my head. Yo, that's a gospel song right there. I'm pretty sure. Shout out to Sunday. Um, even the chief who helped get rid of that guy doesn't get that respect from me because of other things I saw him do. Okay, okay, okay. We're being honest. This is a. I feel like okay, okay. There's some shit like a bunch of civilians just need to sit down with a bunch of cops and talk about. Maybe in your area, or maybe not, because you feel like it's a nationwide thing. So maybe if you feel like the police force in your area, the department doing all right, you feel like they not doing all right. I don't fucking know. I don't. I don't know how to fix this, and it ain't just all y'all niggas gotta quit. That's it. That's like the bottom line. It's like, yo, you cops gotta quit, cause y'all, yeah, yeah, shit. They, like realistically, niggas not gonna quit. It's like I don't know. Yeah, cops ain't just gonna up and quit. They got families to feed. They believe cops believe in copping as much as people who are against cops copping but are anti-cop. So we are at an impasse, and I need to be the moderator. I am a neutral party. I am, how do they say, a fence sitter. I'm really not, but y'all get the point, man. Shit, there is no remedy to this. Some problems don't have a solution. The only solution is, as I always say, catch bodies. I'm just saying, that's about it. It's the same solution as dealing with. You got a bunch of people ready to go to war for that shit. Cops ain't gonna want to cop. I used to ask myself in the penitentiary, how the fuck would somebody wake up one day and just decide to be a corrections officer in a fucked up environment like a penitentiary? You know what you gotta do in a penitentiary if you a correction? Drop, squat, and cough. You gotta check niggas for drugs. You gotta check people coming to visit they people that's locked up for drugs. You gotta check bras when people moms come in. You looking up people's butts. You hosing down naked men. You babying niggas. You can put yourself. It's like how the fuck, but the older I see how people would just be like, yo, I'm gonna work at that penitentiary. I get it. You're just gonna have different people that come from different sections, and on this section, that's what they do, and they people expect this out of them, and that's what they go towards. And then these people over here, they just gonna be over here doing that shit, and there ain't no stopping it unless a war happens. That's really how humanity has solved all of its issues. That's it. Ain't nothing else won by just like small shit, but just the police force. And then too, yeah, I got a problem with the police anyway, because I heard the police was started but due to a task force that the slave master put together to stop runaway niggas. Yeah, so fuck the police. Shit started. That's why white folk blame niggas now for the police, because they like it's all because of y'all. Because y'all had to run away. They put together a task force to go track down and hunt niggas that ran away. And down by the riverside, leave my problems all behind. I'm running away from mine. I don't know how true that is, but I did hear that though. And then, at least in the South, I don't know. But yeah, this shit, the only thing gonna happen with that shit, starting to grill, need more freedom chips. Nah, you don't need chips at all. You need an offset smoker and you need wood. You need sticks. We don't do chips on this section. You need straight sticks. Sticks are anywhere between 10 inches long and 14 inches long. And if you get them from me, they're going to be barkless. Wood chips don't really do much. Some people soak them so they don't burn up as quick, but that introduces a lot of dirty smoke. And some people put the chips in aluminum foil and wrap it up so it steams and the smoke just slowly releases so they feel like they're getting that flavor from whatever wood that they have in the foil packet. But there's nothing like putting a stick of oak on a bed of charcoal, and you got some ribs going, or a brisket going, or a chuck roast going, or whatever it is you got going, some rainbow trout, whatever the fuck it is, some mac and cheese. I was on my Freedom wood chip game like 4 years ago. I'm so past that. Y'all know how quick I evolve? Yes, I evolve. I'm like Godzilla. I'm like Frieza in Namek Saga. Like, this isn't even my final form. I just constantly another level and another one and another one. What up, little baby Ozark? Cops need to stop being geared and told they are paramilitary. How's your neutral safety switch? For me and my truck, good. Good. That's a random. Shout out to Agorizer for asking that random ass question. I don't know if you're talking to me. See, they look the whole most cops comp packages are 6-figure. Go door to door comp. Yeah, if you're making money doing something, a lot of people going to. You know how many people told people they need to leave Walmart because they feel like Walmart is destroying small businesses and it's just a part of the big global cabal. They're like, yo, you need to stop working at Walmart. They're like, nigga, I work night shift like shit, and I just started getting $16.50. Do you have an alternative for me? It's like, nah. It's like, all right then. I don't give a fuck if they are part of it. I'm gonna keep destroying the world with them niggas. Some people they're living like that. It's just, and when you dealing with humans, everybody not gonna feel the way you feel, and a lot of times that's where force comes in. That's all I'm saying. It's just in a lot of situations, especially looking at history, might makes right when two ideologies collide with one another. The victor is often the most violent one, and that's what's seen as societal standard going forward. It's just like how I always say, European pagans and Christianity. I bring up a good example when I say Charlemagne and the pagan king of Saxony, aka Saxland, aka Germany, aka the land of the Saxon tribe. When Charlemagne rolled through there on some y'all gonna get down to lay down shit, and they had their little pagan pillars and pagan tree roots. It was like a tree root in this one. It was a tree stump. But it was like the German, it was like the Saxons' most holiest stump or some shit like that, where they worship. And Charlemagne was like, burn it. And the Saxons was like, what? Nigga. See, everybody started throwing up gang signs. Words were exchanged. And Charlemagne came through clutching. I said all that to say, and you see Germany, they're Christian now. They're Catholic. Most of Europe, Christian. That's all I'm saying. Just sometimes, and even if it's not violence, there got to be a deal to it. There got to be some type of benefit that's better than what's currently going on. It's like, hey, we'll open up trade with this port so you guys can get more goods, and you can do this, And you can have an alliance with this kingdom, and people like, you know, and the threat of violence looming over. So a lot of people gonna switch. So that, you know, that's when two ideologies collide, and that's what it is. Same thing with communism. When that shit swept through Europe, that's how them niggas was. And a lot of people, a lot of Southeast Asia, Vietnam, Cambodia, places in Africa like Ethiopia, the Derg of Junta, the communist organization that took out Haile Selassie, the last emperor of Ethiopia. They weren't even on some because we gonna do this shit or because of violence. It was because of who we beefing with. Like we beefing with the West, and they over there on some capitalist shit. So we can get aid from they enemies because we don't even fuck with their allies. So we got Russia, Cambodia. You had Pol Pot. He could get help from the Khmer Rouge was getting help from the Viet Cong. Which was their direct neighbors because Vietnam is to the right of Cambodia, and then going up north through Laos, you get to China where you had Chairman Mao Zedong was getting aid from him. It's like, why the fuck I'm gonna sit here and just be capitalist when I'm surrounded by a sea of red? It's like Crips and Bloods. Once you understand Crips and Bloods, you'll understand a lot of this shit and why a lot of people choose to do what they do. Countries move certain ways. Shit simple. Shit, that's how I look at it, son. But it's just all for the sake of who our allies are. That's what happens when two ideas collide and people want to make the world a better place. It's just people have a different idea on how to do it. Oh, I got that from Fallout. I was watching Fallout on Amazon Prime. That nigga said that too. But I said it organically. But yeah, it's just often people want to make the world a better place. They just have different ideas on how to go about it, and that shit always leads to war. Like, we don't want police. Police, like, y'all need police. And then you're going to have the other people like, nigga, I need a job. War. At the very least, a bunch of disgruntled people that don't fuck with each other. Even though they're neighbors, countrymen, statesmen, countymen, you know. That's why I can look at it like that. That's why I'm just saying I'm sitting here looking at it like that, because I don't want people to think I'm over here doing on some shit like that. It's just man, I see it for what it is. And some problems don't have a fucking answer. That's just, I feel like the older you get, the more you understand that. You got a lot of young people looking for answers to everything. Sometimes there ain't no answer to it. Sometimes things just are the way they are, and it is what it is. I know people are sick of it is what it is, but sometimes things are just, it is what it is. Heartbeat. But let's not diminish the achievements of Bone Thugs and Harmony though. Shout out to Bone, shout out to Crazy, Lazy, Busy, Bush Flesh. Execution and be shooting. You wanna know for your mind. Reply because you're watch. I already know what you're thinking about. But bet you run up and try me and creeping up out of my hood with some shit that be keeping you running and wondering whatever hit him, it show did hit him up good. Are Rastafarian Zionists? What tribe of Israel are you? I don't claim a tribe. That's foolish. That's folly. Why the fuck would I claim a tribe of Israel after reading Galatians 3? Fuck out of here, man. Like that shit really matters. And then they're going to like the black Hebrew Israelites going to hit you with but the Messiah only said he came for the house of Israel, for the children of Israel. Like, yeah, so the fullness of Gentiles can be completed. It's like people only read one area, and sit there and fixate on that shit, and then want to build an identity around that shit. I don't give a fuck about uh, 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 being an Israelite. Fuck them tribes. I don't gotta be a tribe. You could be a whole half a barbarian, mixed breed, hybrid, Negro baby, mixed with some shit, some from the Czech Republic, mixed with some other shit going on from Honolulu. Shit don't fucking matter. You could be a polywog boy. You could be a boy resembling a polyworld Pokemon. This shit don't matter talking about what tribe you from, cuz man, you ain't be from no fucking tribe. It's like everybody's so pressed to be a Jew. Or an Ephraimite. No one gives a fuck about any of the other tribes. It's just I'm a Jew. Israelite. It'll throw it up, big J's and shit, big Judah. Hey, nigga, hey, I ain't heard nothing there. Nigga claiming to be Ephraimite, a Danite. If I was gonna pick a tribe I wanted to belong to, it'd be the Levites from Moses' line. Everybody forgot about that. Where it was written in the Old Testament, this is gonna be the royal priesthood. Not the Jews, not the Danites, not Manasseh, not Joseph offspring, not no one else offspring was permitted to enter the tabernacle or to consider themselves to be a priest, except for the Levitical priesthood. And they were direct descendants from Levi, who was a son of Israel. And Israel was born Jacob. I said, nobody, I ain't heard nothing. Nigga out there talking about, yeah, I'm a Levite. Everybody want to claim is the Judah and shit. Y'all weird as fuck. Nah, nigga, everybody Judah. I'm a Levite. I'm a Levite there. And angles to the north. Charlemagne shut that shit down. Emperor Charlemagne shut that pagan shit down that was going on. I'm talking about brute force. That's why people try to play Catholics like they all just and a bunch of kitty diddlers. Nah, them niggas put in mad work all across Europe, son. They went to war with some of the fiercest tribes on earth, on the whole globe earth. Niggas sitting here trying to play Catholics like they weren't built like that. Nigga, they were built like that. They had they had the Knights Templar. Even when that shit got shut down, they were still able to help Spain out with the Moor and Jewish problem they had. The fuck is you saying, cuz? Now everybody want to act like the Catholics, just a bunch of fucking kitty diddlers, and just constantly doing sacraments and shit and doing mass and shit. Like, them niggas was putting in work. Shit got real Levitical. Them niggas over there, they pulled up and you got a bunch of Europeans, they just pull up, they like, where you from, cuz? And they was banging it like they was banging sets, cuz like he from Saxland, he from Saxony because he worship Odin and them niggas, or Woden, or whoever the fuck, however you say it in High German. He like Woden, throwing up big W's and shit for the All Father, the Sky Father, and they like, we'll piss on that nigga. They was pissing on statues and shit. There's shit on your holy tree stump. They ain't give a fuck. They were out there gangbanging that shit for real. People think that shit a joke. Why you think you traditionally Catholic now? Europeans. Or traditionally it is. Yeah, because niggas came through on some get down or lay down shit and put that shit down. Yeah, that's why you got a bunch of Africans right now up there in North Africa, in Sudan, Ethiopia, all over. I'm talking about we Muslim. You think you You think you Muslim? Because them niggas came through in the name of Islam and put that shit down. It was just certain people that weren't bullshitting. The Khazarian mafia switch. Yeah, they would switch for monetary gain. A lot of people switch. Yeah, sir. It was just more profitable for certain people to become Jews. So once the king became something, like that's how people ask why Indonesia has the highest population of Muslims in the world. They like how? The spice traders. That's how. The spice traders, wealthy Arabic merchants would travel to these different places, and they weren't on some get down. That's why I said it's not always forced though. They weren't on some get down or lay down shit. They were the minority. They'd play that shit cool. But once you get money, you get certain influence. And one thing leads to another. Next thing you know, you got an Arabic merchant marrying the king's daughter. And they say, you know, there's a certain influence that lead a pipeline to trade between certain nations that lead to conversion. And then once the king, when you got a pot like Indonesia, once the king of a nation becomes something, that whole nation flip. It ain't like you going door to door on some Jehovah's Witness. Nah, once the king is this, everybody's that. No question. You may have a little holdout. They still over there. They want to worship Buddha or Shiva or whoever the fuck they were worshiping before. But that shit gonna get stomped out. So now what you gonna see? You gonna see Indonesia. They Muslim. They Islam. And people now, they don't understand that shit because we live in today's world where people think this shit cookies and bubbles. But nah, it was certain subtle things. It was the Muslims, the Arabics, when they went to these places, they were fucking. That's what I tell people, that's what I told niggas to do. But niggas don't want to listen to me. They want to listen to Dr. Umar Johnson. Do you want to take over a nation? Fuck. With fucking plus money equals you getting the higher heights, you getting in certain positions, influence, and then getting. They weren't over there like, yeah, we just gonna stay amongst ourselves. We just gonna have in-group preference. Nah, them niggas was Why you think you got people arguing about whether or not Queen Cleopatra was her skin, was she black skinned or like Cleopatra? Why did she want to be? Up here in Africa because Alexander the Great. Shout out to that nigga. He was a wild nigga though. Like Cuz was on some wild shit though. But Alexander the Great, he told his soldiers when we go to these foreign lands, yo, fuck they women. That's how we gonna get. So we not seen as outsiders, son. Real shit. It's just that happened in Egypt. They was already in bondage to somebody else. So when Alexander the Great and his gang rolled through, throwing up gang signs, the Egyptians that were there, they looked at them like they were gods. They looked at the Greek man, the European. They was like, oh, thank goodness, you freed us from bondage, because these niggas was brutal. And so you already got a foot in the door there, and then when you take you an Egyptian wife, you get you a stake, the claim to the throne. Man, that's how it happened. And then your generals, that was one of Alexander the Great generals, Ptolemy, or however the fuck you say his name, his offspring, even though they practice incest. And then that's Cleopatra line up right there. But then you gotta fuck. That's how that happened. So, in hindsight, when two ideologies clash, the ideology that comes out victorious is going to be the one that fucked the most, or was the most violent, or played the long game and finessed. Man, that's it. That's all to it, man. Shout out to Ptolemy. I don't know how the fuck. Like, I just read the Ptolemy. I don't know. I forget how you say the Ptolemy. I don't know if you pronounce the P, the Ptolemy, or the Queen Cleopatra line. She was married to both her brothers. She killed one of her brothers. She married the oldest brother, her brother, and he was like, oh, yeah, whoopie whoop. shanked that nigga up, and then married the youngest brother. And was still fucking the Roman general. She had a baby with the Roman general nigga. Cleopatra, she got the fucking around. I don't know why women. I don't even know why women are arguing over this. Niggas don't need to claim her. Niggas so pressed with Cleopatra. I'm like, nah, nigga, you know Cleopatra, well, you know what type shit she was doing? Let her be European. I hope that don't offend my white man fans. Shout out. Y'all know what the fuck I'm saying though, but yeah, Cleopatra, she was on one. Matter of fact, they say her parents were brother and sister. Cleopatra's parents were brother and sister. Fuck out of people still trying to argue for her. Nah, she was this. She was that. No, she was what she was. She was an incest baby. Couldn't have been that beautiful. Talking about she was the most beautiful woman who ever lived. Okay, incest baby. Fucking. Not just a first generation incest baby, neither. A long line of incest babies. She came from a long line of incest babies. These are just the facts. Any of you living in Germany in the 30s would think it was the best because it was. Yeah, just like we think living in America is the best. And you can say because it was, or somebody else gonna have a different opinion. Because we not all the same. And because of this, war. Fire truck. Me personally, I've just accepted this. You're just gonna have to fight. That's what the term come from. You gotta fight for what you believe in. That's where the fuck that come from. Because other people not gonna feel the same way you feel. People got different experiences. People grew up differently. People listen to different people online and get different ideas. You listen to them, you listen to them. They put ideas in your head. Them people put ideas in them people's head. And y'all come together on there and y'all banging it out online. Talking about who's supposed to do what, who not doing what. It's shit war. Ain't nothing you can do. I don't see how anybody can do nothing about it. I don't see the problem having a solution. Because not one man can dictate what a whole bunch of other people do. And a lot of people gonna feel like that. Whether that's somebody who feel like people shouldn't be cops, or whether somebody that feels like people should be cops. Whether people feel like we should have a government, or whether people should feel like we should be in an anarchist, socialist, or ANCAP society, or whatever the fuck the case is. Whether people feel like we should be communist, socialist, libertarianist, I mean, they gonna fight. That's all. I mean, it ain't no way around it. And at the end of the day, fighting ain't nothing but something to do. I hung with a crew of white kids obsessed with Bone while I was into death metal. But now I'm so nostalgic hearing Bone. Man, Bone is it. Bone Thugs, shout out to Bone Thugs and Harmony. Bone, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. Nothing wrong with the Jew. I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with the Jew or believing you a Jew, because that's all most niggas do now, and then come up with the bullshit carbon dating blood shit talking about, oh, we link back to Moses, who was a fucking Levite. We trace our descendant from Moses, but we're Jews. Okay, Moses was a Levite. Moses was not a Jew in no way, shape, form, or fashion, but these days we okay, shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck what you believe you are. You got a white man in Minnesota right now that believes he's a Filipino woman, and I do not give a fuck. I said what I said, don't at me. Anybody can believe any fucking thing. You had a bunch of British folk from the UK from Great Britain come here and was like, you know what, we're not British no more. We're Americans now. Now let's fight the British. Yeah, so don't at me. Don't fucking at me. I said what I said. People just wake up one day and just be like, yo, we this now. Yeah, all of us. You too. Could you imagine waking up in Indonesia after worshiping the Indonesian gods for all these years, and you wake up and it's like, all right, we're Muslim now. Yeah, all of you too. You like, nigga, I still got relics. But what about my little 2x2 statues that I built of our Hindu gods? They be like, yeah, we gotta throw them shits away. We Islam now. Take the shit, everybody take the shahada. Pray 5 times a day. I'm gonna get you a rug. That bitch gonna be special too. It's not a flying carpet, it's a prayer rug. Don't get cute. It's just like one day we did it, man. How the fuck it is, man? And that's just how I'm going in circles, round and round. Burn your Bible and begin a journey of true spirituality. I don't know about all that. It's like, damn, where's the guidance? What? Hey, that sounds like some shit you could do. I feel like people think everybody else is them, and that's where their ideas for what should be come from. Them thinking everybody should be me or think like me. Man, that ain't the case. When you tell niggas to burn their Bibles and don't read the Bible and do this shit, you gonna get the Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints and Mormonism and Joseph Smith fucking 14-year-olds. So I'm just saying, you know, that's one of the reasons why the Catholics came out with a good argument for why they didn't let peasants read the Bible back in the fucking day. That's why a lot of Catholics, they grow up, they're like, I never even read the Bible. You weren't supposed to read the Bible. That's how it's designed. That's how traditionally, that's what the fuck it was. You didn't have a bunch of people in the Middle Ages reading the fucking Bible. Peasants weren't reading the Bible. A lot of them couldn't read. And the shit was in Latin. I'm telling them now. And they get the same reason for what the fuck actually happened in history for why that's why I just told them. Because I already brought this shit up. In the 7-day event, he wanted me to make sure y'all know about LNGY. I just told them, man, get the fuck off the stump. Sitting there, he basing on me right now because I ain't had no peanuts out there in a couple months. It's been several months since I put peanuts on the stump for him. So he let me have it right now. It's like a disgruntled ex-wife. Just shut the fuck up. Hey, y'all think it's adorable. Like, BG has songbirds and they're perfect and beautiful. Nah, this nigga, he'll land on my log splitter while I'm splitting wood and sit there and bass on him. Like, he'll do that shit. And it's the same one, too. Yeah, it looked like a beautiful day. We had a lot of rain. Yeah. Have a good day, y'all. Stay safe. Stay away from cops. You'll have more currency and live longer. Yeah, all right, Freedom Inc. Tell the missus I said what's up. Ethiopia has that lost tribe too. They claim to own the Ark of the Covenant. Ethiopia claim a lot of shit, but they have a more valid claim. They have a more valid claim than the Ashkenazi do. I give them that. But yeah, the Solomonic dynasty that was ruling over Ethiopia, and they weren't Jews. A lot of people hear Solomonic dynasty and think that was rolling over like Haile Selassie, aka Rastafari, or the Duke Tafari, was born Tafari Makon, and they'd sit there and think, oh, he was a Jew. He wasn't a Jew in the sense of religion. He was Orthodox Christian, Oriental Orthodox to be more specific. So that's what they were traditionally. But yeah, like a lot of people big up the Book of Enoch from the Apocrypha. Guess where they found the Book of Enoch? In Ethiopia. It was written in what's the language? It was written in the Abyssinian language of Africa. It's just the Vatican was like, yeah, we ain't even gonna put this in the Bible, and for good fucking reason. I'm with the Catholics on that. This shit do not need to be in the fucking Bible. But hey, it's Sunday and I'm not here to talk to you guys about that. I'm here to let you niggas know Bone Thugs and Harmony was the fucking truth. And my birds get annoying sometimes, but we can talk about something else. What up? Let me catch up. Hold on. They had to say they switched to the new. I just watched the UFC 300 recap. Good fights. Shout out to the UFC. Shout out to the guy riding that Harley. But smoking too much weed make you a warmonger. I don't know. Yeah. They are all white around there at the time. Greek. Isn't something funny going on with Dr. Yeah, Dr. Umar Johnson took money for the school, and people like, where the fuck the school at? That's as far as I know about that. That's the most I know about Dr. Umar Johnson's situation. But I will debate Dr. Umar Johnson on the white woman thing. But he's a Pan-Africanist, so he already delusional. It's like pro-different, like you got pro-black people that different from Pan-Africanists that feel like all people are like all the way from India to Polynesia to the different islands, to the Bahamas, and America, the diaspora is all like one, like like that shit'll never fucking happen. There ain't no kumbaya, like they believe in a kumbaya moment between it. Like that shit not gonna happen. Like, they want to link with Africa so fucking hard and just be like, yeah, well, all African brothers and sisters. I'm like, man, it be the same nigga that's beefing with his neighbor that's a nigga right down the street. I'm like, you can't even pop with your neighbor, cause how you gonna sit there and think you gonna get along with the millions of African tribes and think y'all just all sent like it? No. You're not the same. You're not similar. It's different. It's fucking different. They not lying when they tell you Africa has the most genetic diversity of any continent. That's a fucking fact. Just because niggas look alike does not mean niggas are like genetically, ideology. This shit goes beyond tribes. It's just like you have blue-eyed Africans, blonde hair Africans, red hair Africans. There is so much genetic diversity in Africa. It's a continent. That shit just mind-blowing. The tallest people in the world from Africa. Right there in Sudan. And next door to Sudan, you got the shortest group of people in the world right fucking there. Like, Africa does that genetic diversity shit. That's why people have pipe dreams of Africa coming together as a fucking, like Africa's a country or some shit. Just coming together and just throwing up. Nah, niggas got different goals, different dreams, do different things, different traditions, different religions, different values, different family structures. That shit a fucking pipe dream, cuz. You could do that shit with Europe. You see how small Europe is? Europe is more like Europe is basically West Asia. For real, you want to be honest about it. Europe looked big because they put Russia right there, but Russia for a long time wasn't considered a part of Europe. As a matter of fact, what Russia did, The Russian Tsar passed a law that all men need to have shaven faces so they could more resemble Europeans. Because back then it was a thing for Russians to have big beards. But Russia wanted to be European so fucking bad, they passed a law that was like all men gotta have shaved faces. Real shit. Because you look at how small Europe is, I don't know why they call it a fucking continent. It's a fucking country. It could be a fucking country, so you're gonna have more people. You're gonna have less genetic diversity between them people compared to something like Africa. Africa is fucking huge. I digress though because it's Sunday. Simple people follow simple things. Yeah. Hold on, I'm behind like shit. I gotta stop talking. Hold on. Abraham Hunt saying that armor rights, not yeah, because of it's going smoking. Because George is out. Kenneth Copeland is my favorite pastor. Cool. Yeah, type shit he couldn't get ahead of you. Told him how to do. Good morning. Is that Woodpecker or Amy's Chin? Shout out to Amy's Chin. The sharpest tool in the toolbox. Was totally different than modern rabbinical Hebrew. Old Hebraism was totally different than modern rabbinical. Well, a lot of them folk, they speak Yiddish. And Hebrew was an outdated language even during the time of the Messiah. They were speaking Aramaic when the Messiah was walking the earth. Like they weren't maybe like the remnants of the Levitical priesthood, but most people were speaking Aramaic, which closely resembles Arabic and takes from the old Hebrew language. But man, they were speaking. The Messiah was speaking Aramaic for real. But I no doubt they still were privy to Hebrew. But it's just what it was. Is Orthodox considered Jewish? Nah, Orthodox is just a subsidiary within. I don't know. Let me shut the fuck up. I don't know what the fuck. Orthodox. That's just a name. Like they put name. Like you got Orthodox Christian, Orthodox Jews, Orthodox Amish, Orthodox Mennonite, Orthodox Muslims. It's but yeah, there's Orthodox Jews. They up in New York right now. They in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. You see them at the Wailing Wall, at the aka Western Wall out there in Israel, doing the prayer with the giant. They got that drip on. They wear that shit. I ain't even going. They don't do the small hat shit. They wear that shit. You got some of them do, but yeah, they do that shit. They wear top hats on some Abe Lincoln shit. You don't call them small hats. You call them big hats, nigga. They got that shit like 5 dudes brim. They bang that shit. They just out there be like, how you throw up the top hat gang sign? They out there with that shit, cuz. They wear that shit. I ain't even gonna hold you. And they make chopped cheese sandwiches. They just put it on a bagel. Book of Enoch is the 8 banger. Yeah, shout out to the Ethiopians. Give us a Book of Enoch, because it definitely wasn't written by Enoch. There are a lot of people that they make the mistake of thinking that the author of the Book of Enoch is the Enoch from Genesis who was translated that he would not see death. Wrong. And people just refuse to believe that. Even back in the day, you had people plagiarizing bodies of work. You see it with the Quran now. This shit just all mixed the fuck up. That's like 500 years in the future. Somebody finding the Quran after that shit just no more. After Islam is just something happened to us, no more. Somebody find a book of the Quran like, yo, how come this isn't a part of the Bible? And people just running around with that like, this belongs in the fucking Bible. So, yeah, just throw it in there. And they like that's because they don't want us to know this shit. The same shit, you know. But yeah, it's a nice read. Saying that Jasher, Jubilees, man, it's some shitter books that people's like, oh, it should be in the Bible. The Apocrypha, that shit is vast. People gonna be like, oh, it's missing 13 books. Bro, it's some shitter books out there that people can test and like, oh, this should have been a part of the Bible. But they don't want us to know. They don't want us to know this. I digress though. Dude, he learned it. Watermeloning. I like that. I like that. Shout out to watermeloning. Diversity is our strength. I don't know about now, but diversity was our strength. I'm just talking about as a baby country. That's why you had Ellis Island coming. All the immigrants came through Ellis Island. They were coming from Europe. That's why they invented the IQ test, because all the Europeans that were coming over, the Anglo-Saxons stopped wanting to make a class system with them. You had a lot of Irish people and Italian people. They was like, yo, prone to violence, doing all this shit. So that when they came out with the eugenics movement to control certain whites, the white people felt like weren't white. Like they didn't feel like Germans were white. It was they could. Who was the nigga? Ben Franklin called them niggas swarthy. But yeah, diverse, and it took everybody to be. It was a whole bunch of group of people: Negroes, Irish, Asian, the Chinese, the Japanese, the whole bunch of people got this shit up and going. So yeah, I mean, you may not feel like that now, but America wouldn't be what it is without diversity. The Anglo-Saxons couldn't just do it themselves because they didn't. And even then, they still had they main rivals, the French and the Spaniards that were here before them. So you were this close. Niggas wake up don't realize how close America was to being considered New Spain or New France. Like this. That's where your allies come in. Niggas, it was diversity, nigga. Sure. Y'all think that shit a game just because y'all live now, nigga. Historically speaking, diversity has helped. It helped a lot. Diversity helped with a compilation of knowledge. Like when y'all sit there and watch Shogun, how you think they got all that knowledge on, the naval officers got that knowledge on the sea? Because of diversity. It was different people dropping different knowledge that they had at the time pertaining to different shit. And people compile that shit and create new weapons, make new forms of currency, new forms of government, new technology. Man, all that shit, because that diversity. I ain't even gonna sit here and hold you. But yeah, I see what you're saying though. It's just like diversity our strength because because of what's going on today. Yeah, I see what you're saying though. But yeah, that's you seen that in Europe? Europe's small as shit. I've been with a lot of Muslims. Oh, what? Yeah. But are you pro-Israel? They won, didn't they? What they gonna do about it? Am I pro-Israel? You gonna think like you gonna bring like our tax dollars go there? All the Israelites are in our government, and I'm not looking at it like Israel is its own country that didn't used to exist in that area. Because Israel was never. It was, but it's just Judea. Judea was a region. But it was Palestine for a brick. Then in 1947 or whatever, the Europeans it was like this gonna be Israel, and started shipping, people there to live. Hey, they got it how any other country got it. Trickery, bribery, deceit, force. It is what it is. Until the Palestinians do something about it, and there you go. That's why didn't I just tell y'all early in the broadcast, it's gonna come down to force when two ideologies collide. Now it just looks like the Jews have an upper hand. They got the military might, they got the Air Force, they got a Navy. I don't know, I'm not privy to what the Palestinians have, but it don't look like they're gonna win this one without allies. So once again, diversity would be their strength, but they ain't gonna get it on their own. But as the way it look now, as long as America back in Israel, man, it is what it is. It ain't what it was, it's what it is. You don't have to like it. There's a lot of people feel like the white man shouldn't even be in this country, America, right now. But it is what it is. They got it the same way they got it. I mean, like me being young on some rebellious shit, trying to be a social justice warrior, I can see where I say, oh, Israel they shouldn't be there. Who the fuck are you to tell them niggas that? They fought for it. People like they didn't physically fight. Man, they tricked people for it. They got Europe involved. The Jews managed to finagle America in the World War II. Yeah, nigga, that's just cause you got a moral high ground because of how you feel don't mean other people do. And if they can't physically do it, they gonna use this. And that's how they did it. If they got money, they gonna use that money and throw that shit around and get what the fuck they want. That's the way of the world. That's just the way of the world. How Europe took over a whole bunch of countries in Africa during the African grab era. Yeah, man, it is shit. It ain't nothing you can do about it. Unless you're willing to lace up, throw your boots on, go over there and fight on behalf of Palestine. Nah, nigga, Israel got it. My words don't carry no weight. You can not like them, tell them to get the fuck out of there, tell them to do this, do that, go back to Europe, all the fuck you want. Shit don't matter. Will watermelon solve all our problems? It will solve a lot of problems. Because watermelon is good, it's healthy, it's nutritious. All you bald niggas out there, Tim Pool, I know you in the bushes watching. Watermelon helped regrow them hair follicles. They fell the fuck out while you was doing whatever the fuck it was you was doing. Watermelon, all you niggas out there with ED, erectile dysfunction, watermelon is good for that. So when you get in bed, niggas be like, and then the woman, it happens to everyone. You eat some watermelon. She ain't gonna be saying that shit no more. It's a natural aphrodisiac. People think it's just oysters. Nah, it's watermelon. Real shit, go look it up. It's an aphrodisiac. It give you libido, stamina, longevity, and it's good for your skin. All you women out there, you got some shit going on with your skin. You fucked up in the game right now, looking like that, ordering all these bullshit products. Eat more watermelon. It's good for your skin. It's rich in vitamin A, E, and D. Fuck out of here. %of the population is walking around with less than 85 IQ. I don't give a fuck about an IQ. My shit probably 10 for all I give a fuck. The way some of my grades was looking, my shit probably 15. At 15 IQ. Lock him up. He's a moron. He shouldn't reproduce. My shit. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about this shit. This shit don't mean nothing to me. It means something to whoever it means something to, but not to me. Anyone know of Jason Bear Shears or Archaics? He has a playlist called Dark Scriptures. He outlined all the Bible stories that were appropriated by the Jays. I don't know that nigga. How they inserted themselves into the older stories, creating fake mythos for themselves. Oh, okay, I think I'm behind. Hold on. Small hands, you know, just sardines are good for erectile dysfunction. How you gonna combat what I just said? No, watermelon is good for no fucking sardines. You can't just eat watermelon. Y'all got such a problem with watermelon. You can't just eat watermelon. Austin Pool, you can't just let watermelon have its shine. Will you please do a live feed wearing a watermelon helmet? No. I got a little cantaloupe in the fridge. That right, memory man. That cantaloupe. That's where it's at. That's what it do. A lot of y'all gonna get dehydrated. Watermelon is more healthy for you than water. It's gonna be hot summer days. You get dehydrated, and some of y'all sit there and be playing around with watermelon juice's name and shit. Man, go get you some watermelon juice. If that shit organic, fresh squeeze, if you get your hands on a slow masticating juicer, it don't even gotta be slow masticating. It's just that when you juice it, they say it take out a lot of the nutrients, and that's where the masticating process comes in. So the juice or slow masticating process leaves in a lot of those vital nutrients. Man, you get your hands on one of those and you grow your watermelons, like how I'm telling all people that join my cult to do, grow your fucking watermelons. I don't give a fuck if you're on the 5th floor of an apartment complex in San Francisco, and you juice them bitches, man, drink that shit when it get hot. It's better for you than water. I put that on Taco Tuesday. I put that on every azalea bush in my backyard. Watermelon juice is healthier for you than water. You will see results. Is it people be playing games with it when it comes to watermelon? They act like they gonna give it that racial stereotype. And, nah, they get some watermelon. You got niggas out there telling me I don't want to be seen as a Negro. Bitch, drink that watermelon. Nobody give a fuck how you looked at. Your head follicle fall on the fucker. Go get you some watermelon. Dick soft isn't want to be a woman complaining like shit, looking for alternative. They go ahead and get you some fucking watermelon. Give me money, I'll send you seeds. I got a whole bunch of watermelon seeds too. Dude, I can't move. My mom is 12 miles away. She depends on me. That's what's up. Stay with your people. Who telling you to move? Nah, stay with your people. If you have a safety net, or you can provide a safety net for loved ones, man, I'm not telling you to move. I don't give a fuck. See, that's why people in the city say they're not moving to the country, even though the whole get out the city and move to the country movement and the truther movement and shit popping off. Everybody want a homestead, man. You can't live like that, man. Man, don't sweat that shit. You know what you doing. You know who you got. You know what you got to do. People got responsibilities that they can't just up and leave. They feel tethered to a certain place because of this, that, and the third. Go ahead, bang out your responsibilities. I feel like people just be moving because it's the fad. It's the latest fashion to just move some fucking where and start life over on the fucking countryside and do all this and that. Man, you got people that depend on you, or you know you depend on people. Do not set yourself up. Do not set yourself up like that. Go on, kick it where you at till your time. You know what's right for you. A lot of people sit here on the internet and they play like they know what's best for you when they are not you. Nigga, you know what's good for you. Fat two Tucker. Hell yeah, Watachi, stop calling me out on me being fat too. I could be fat too and a tough guy. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm 5'2". I do what I do. Why? Because it ain't nothing but something to do. Talking about he 5'2". Yeah, it is what it is. I like how Tim Pool tells everyone to leave or they deserve it. It ain't that you deserve it, it's that you know what come with it. Even if you in a fucked up situation, you know what come with it. But certain people, they have a sense of duty about them that other people don't have. Some people, they live next to their loved ones, they family members, and they ain't trying to be doing all that extra shit, traveling during Thanksgiving just to go see their people and give them a kiss on the cheek. Some people, moms are dying right now. Some people got fathers on hospice right now, they can't. Some people got people, they don't have a nurse. They got to look out for their people, and the best way to do that is where they are. It's just a strategic location right now that could be within the city limits. That's where the fuck they got to be, because that's where their duty resides. They don't have the luxury of just up and moving after coming across some finances to the fucking countryside. It's just people. Not everybody the same. People got different things going on, and people move for different reasons. People going, and some other people going to have a more moral compass with them, and other people going to have a more duty-centered compass with them, where it's like, man, it's family over everything. Some people don't give a fuck about their family. They don't like their family because their family don't like them. They don't give a fuck. They be out there. Some people in New York City right now, they're like, if I could leave, I'd leave like shit. Let me come across just $3,000 and I'm out. People just gonna be like, I'm out. Some people don't know how to get money. So where the fuck they gonna go? They just gonna move to the country and live in a fucking a fucking Hotel 8? The fuck? It's just different. It's just certain people gotta move certain ways until they can get the things required to get to where they desire to be in life. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. But I do see the pressure online for make you feel like you a bad boy for like living here or living there. Like this whole get a farm, and like me personally, I'm not cut out for farm work. I'm not built like that. Like people, you hear me, you know, y'all niggas know I work. I don't do farm shit. I don't do animals like talking about. I'm not even an animal person. I'm a cat person, and that's it. And maybe one or two good boys, but that'll come later in life. My bird agrees with me. He's like, hey, that nigga's not an animal person. He hasn't fed us. There's not one bird feeder out here. My bird trying to tell you, ain't not net bird feeder in my backyard. All the birds here. But yeah, I'm not built for extreme country living. I'm good where I'm at in town. Like, it's just it is what it is, man. It's just some people just influenced by the decisions that other people make. People are influenced by the moves other people they see make, without taking into account their children, their family, living situation, or finances. They just want. You got a lot of people. It's monkey see, monkey do. They just want it. People want it because they see somebody else have it. They want it. It's like you ever see somebody with a car, and you ever see somebody with a nice car, and they roll up the street like, man, I wish I had a car like that. There you go. That's that shit. That's what they call it in the Bible. How do they say covet? Because you got people coveting lifestyles. It ain't just cars. People covet. I want that. You got people coveting that. The man, he got 10 kids and 2 wives. He's like, yo, I wish I had that. Because people aren't happy with what the fuck they got. They always want something more. You don't know how to be satisfied or content with where you at in order to get to where you want to be. Sometimes you just jailbreak. Sometimes you just gotta accept things that you can't change. And with that will come the maturity and mental fortitude in order to achieve the next ladder, the next rung in your life, the next step in your life, the next stepping stone. Sometimes you just gotta know how to chill. There's just a lot of people want shit right now. It may not be time for you to move out the fucking city right now. People just want shit because they fucking want it. Some people had kids, they can't leave. You can leave if you had kids. Pack them niggas up with you. But some people on child support like shit. They be like, yo, I live in the same city as my fucking kid because I got weekends. Like every other weekend, I go see the nigga. How the fuck I'm gonna do that if I move all the way to Florida? So people, it's just different, man. Different things, man. It's harder to make money living in the country. That is a myth. But yeah, for a lot of if you're on Benjamin or somebody, it's harder to make money in the country than it is the city. But for somebody like me, I hate to make this about me. I'm just a hell of a guy, you know. Let me toot my own horn. I can make a living any fucking way. You can throw me in the jungle, I'm gonna make a living. I got a lot of skills. There's some dudes that got a lot of skills, like that one dude. What's his name? The dude in Hawaii. What's the nigga name? The ex-bear dude. Sir Crushington Bear, somebody like him, they can get it anywhere they go. But a lot of people, they don't have that type of experience, the type of skill set, or the knowledge on how to make money. So they move to the country. Next thing you know, they're going to get hooked on drugs. Everything's cheaper out there, but they ain't got no money. They moved out there thinking shit was going to be cookies and bubbles in the fucking country because that's what all the YouTubers told them. So now they're in the country. Now they need a job. They left their job in the city to move to the country. They don't got a job. They had enough money for the down payment on the house or more, whatever the fuck they did to rent. Applied for the Dollar General. Can't get it. All the people in the town that know, everybody knows each other in these small towns in the country, and you ain't a part of the fucking club. They done hired Elder Edith, because they all go to the same fucking church. Elder Edith done hired Pastor Joel's boy, and now your boy doesn't have an opportunity. Niggas don't know you. Try to get a job down there at the Wendy's that's in town. Shit is, and then you end up on drugs. Now you on methamphetamines. Now you really ain't got shit, so you gotta sell a bunch of shit, move to the trailer park. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know the ingredients or the steps in which this happens. I'm just saying it can be difficult, but it can be done. Even if you don't have skills, you can still find a way to make it. And in order to do that, you probably have to sell drugs. Like selling meth, you can do good for yourself out there in certain places where you at. But I don't have the answers. I'm just making jokes right now, so don't listen to me. And now they're mad at social media people because it's not working out like a dream. Yeah, because they listen to people that told them if they do this, their life will be way better. And then they did that was supposed to make their life way better, and it made their life way worse. Not only did it make their life worse, they have no support system because they moved away from their safety net. People get cajoled and tricked all the time. People get cajoled every day. I'm gonna use that word more often. Cajoled. People get cajoled by people online. it's harder to make money in the country because all the hillbillies know how to do everything and they don't really need other people. They have their cousins and neighbors. That is a fact. I forgot about that part. That is definitely a fact. So it is, shit can be tough. That shit can be real tough. And then you're going to have more independent people that do it themselves. So people that need a lot less services for certain things. So, yeah. Yeah, and you got a lot of, yeah. Especially that dynamic between city people, or what's stereotypically perceived to be how city people are and helpless they are, versus how, certain country folk can be. Like, the difference can be night and day. City people need a whole bunch of shit. That's why I like living like DC right up the fucking street, cause they need to be pampered, cause that's money, cha-ching. Like, they need, man, you in the country, then it's like, oh, we already did that. You like, yo, I'm a roofer. They like, oh, my nephew came and repaired the roof. And he out there trying to work on cars. They like, nah, my grandfather, they don't even, not even profess, they tinker and get shit done. Because they, the city people, they'll call you quick. I need help, hello? My roof is leaking. They could be bats in the attic. You know city folk ain't going up there fucking around in that attic. Some of y'all in here watching me right now, they ain't never been in your attic, don't never want to go up there and heard a noise up there and scared. You'll pay somebody $2,000 to go up there and take a look. Yeah, shit. And in the country, they up there, they cook raccoons. They cook, what you got for dinner, grandma? The raccoon soup? They done went up there in the attic and got the raccoon that was pissing all over the ceiling. And cook that little motherfucker. You be like, damn, I can't even get a job as an animal catcher. Like, nah. Yeah, hey, it just depends on where you go and your outlook and what you're capable of doing. But you can make it anywhere for real if you know how to finesse and you know how to maneuver. I got one more question left, and then I'm leaving. Tim Pool Whack. Who said that? Bad porcupine cat. It don't matter what the fuck you think. That man getting money and living his life. I talk shit about him now. I don't know. But then he people don't care about what what poor people think. People that make less money than them think about them. That's why certain people can't reach certain people. And people, you be like, yo, you whack. Yo, you this, you doing that. And they be like, yo, I'm making more money than you, though. You trying to give me advice on life? They just don't live you like that. I don't give a fuck about. This ain't that why I don't vote. All them niggas make more money than me. Fuck they want to hear about my concerns for. They don't. They act like they do. They don't. Joe Biden told the most truth I heard. Joe Biden told the most truth I heard a politician say in my lifetime. When Joe Biden was at, I don't know where the fuck he was at, and the dude in the hard hat came up to Joe Biden and was like, "You work for us." Joe Biden looked at that nigga and poked him in the chest. Said, hey, "Nigga, I don't work for you." I was like, "Yo, son, like you, yeah." That's why back in the day, politicians, they didn't get paid. Like the council said, all that shit was voluntary. Like they volunteered, like people would be like, oh, he responsible, he good man in the house, and it'll be on you to, that's your duty. And you didn't get a salary. It was no insider trading, no option to increase your portfolio. Nah, that shit was a burden. This shit, nobody wanted to be that for real. But now it's like you got people go to school. People want to be politics. They like, yeah, I want to be a politician, get into politics. Whoopty woo woo. Man, they making more money than you. Once you start making a certain amount, you like, I don't listen to poor people. They gonna tell you to do this, tell you to do that. You're like, money talk, bullshit walk. That's the world we live in, or that's the country we live in. Some people call it capitalism. Some people call it crony capitalism. Some people call it on the verge of being communism. Some people call it socialism. All I know is them folk listen to money. And your name is not on that donors list. But they gotta appease you, give you some applesauce and be like, here, dude, shut the fuck up. Because people say, yeah, we want, like a bunch of babies crying and shit. But nah, it's these corporations. They throwing bread. They throwing money at them. Man, they throwing money. Shit, ain't even no point in me. Hard labor was appreciated and well paid in Hitler's Germany. Yeah, and what happened to it? See, that's what I said. When two ideologies clash, shit, ain't nothing to stop it but downright force. What happened to it? Is Merkel still out there baking cookies and shit? Is Merkel still in Saxland? Or what was formerly known as Saxland? I don't know who the fuck going on. I don't pay attention to European politics. But shout out to John Oliver and them though, and people like him out there in Ireland, cause I'm ancestrally from Ireland, so a little shout out to Tyrone, but man, shit, ideas get met with force. That's the only way to shut them down or to make yours prevail. Bankers had to stop that. And money is freedom. The more you have, the less government you need. Man, shit, more money, more problems. And then you just poor. But more problems come with money. There's more shit you gotta do. More hoops you gotta jump through if you aim to keep it. I'm not talking about no hood real. I'm not talking about he a millionaire. He worth $5 million now. I'm talking about, man, these niggas do shit, man, money. And you doing something. You selling a piece of yourself every day to keep that shit. And everybody out to get you. The more money we come across, the more problems we see. I don't know what they want from me. It's like the more money we come across. Shout out to Mace, P Diddy, and Biggie Smalls. What ethnicity were the bankers? White. White. You already knew what I was going to say. But I guess people differentiate between, because white isn't an ethnicity, I believe. White people consider just to be a race. So when you consider Jews to be an ethnicity, you're saying Jews are white. It's just different ethnic groups within the white umbrella, because white is just really retarded. It really don't mean shit. But if you want to go by European as the model for what's white and what's not, then the Jews are white. They're just an ethnic group within the white thing. So, white people. I get the love of money is the root of all evil. But, man, I want a monkey. Shout out to monkeys. I watched this short on Facebook, and the dude said the only animal in the zoo that has a kill order, if it gets out or is released somehow, I thought it was the lion. It was like, yo, a lion escape its enclosure, they gonna kill it. Nah, they tranquilize it. I was like, yo, the bear, the polar bear, them shit's gonna do damage. They get out, they gonna kill it. Nah, they trank it. It was like the only animal in the zoo that if that animal escapes, there's a kill order. Ain't no tranks, ain't no fucking around. Nah, nigga, straight live, run straight. Yeah, that is the chimp, the chimpanzee. Kill it. I was like, damn. Then that led me down a rabbit hole. I was like, damn, what? I was like, it ain't the African wild spotted art dog? I was like, nah. I was like, damn, could the chimp, they really that ferocious? I didn't say ferocious. I was like, yeah, chimps do that shit. They strong as fuck. But don't look it for real, but they're super aggressive. It ain't that they're stronger than gorillas, it's just gorillas got more of a temperament. Orangutan strong as fuck too. Like they snatch your soul out your body, but it was like chimps. Not only are they strong, they're cold, calculating, and cunning. Like chimps do that shit, man. I was watching some shit where the dude in the Congo was fucking around with the chimp. It was a chimp named Brutus, and he led a pack of chimps, and man, them niggas got out, and he was at the gate one day. He honked the horn, waiting for the dude to open it up, and it called all the chimps out the woods, and they just started attacking the car, broke the window, and dragged that nigga out of there. I was like, damn, cuz. And this chimp, he thought this chimp was so big, he thought it was a gorilla, because when the chimp stood on his hind leg, that shit was 6 feet. I was like, I ain't even know them niggas could get that big. That's why I say shout out to Caesar from Planet of the Apes. Them niggas do that shit. The chimps do that. People think chimps are cute, and they're just like, oh, a little pat, little monkey. And they did. That's the only animal that the zookeepers got a kill order on if they escape. I'm telling you. And they told the man, he was 6 foot. This chimpanzee, when he stood up, he was 6 foot tall. I was like, you know how much taller this nigga is than me? Nah, he stand up on me like, I'm be like, shit, can I join your pack? Oop, oop. You don't gotta tear me up, I'm gonna join. That's what I told her. I told her that. This nigga's name was Brutus or something like that. And they haven't found him yet. He escaped. Because they told when the dude seen his comrade, he was dragged out the car. His hand got bitten off because the Brutus nigga, he threw his shit away. These niggas broke into a car. Nigga, like he with no tools, no nothing. They just punched through the window and kicked through the windshield and dragged these niggas out. These niggas, my bird know what's up. These niggas was like, oh, we are fucked up in the game right now. Then the pack just started going in on, and they cannibals too. They cannibalize their young, all type of shit. They eat people. That shit is not just in the movie. They do that shit. They were eating his homie. Like when he got, that's why he picked up a log and just went ham on Brutus. It started, that's how he got him off of there. I forget what the name of that, well, I watched it yesterday. I forget what it was called, but I looked up chimps, the most dangerous chimpanzee attack. This shit was over there out there in Congo. Man, and they got shit cracking. Maybe look 6 foot to a 5'2" guy. Hold on. She gonna give you the sob story background of Brutus. Hold on.
Wait, how come you're talking and I'm live?
You said tell him what?
My thing's acting like you're talking. Oh, bug. You said you had to tell him about Bruce's history because he was taken away from his family when he was a little baby and he hates people.
Yeah, he was taken away from his family because he was a little pig. It was like 2 of them flew in there too. Big ones too. They were juicy. Yeah, he Brutus went through some shit. He ain't really fuck with people like that. That's why when he escaped, that shit was real life Planet of the Apes. But chimps hold a grudge too. They will remember you. They do that. They hold grudges like Koreans do. Some purpose. Setting off World War III, just as Albert Pike. Shout out to Albert Pike. I read that book, Morals and Dogma. I read that shit in the penitentiary. What up, Chaotically Neutral? Yeah. Oh, wasn't there? She said hi everybody except O'Don. Wasn't there an incident where this woman in the United States had a chimpanzee as a pet and it snatched her daughter's friend's face off? It was a small one too. It looked like Curious George, but that shit's strong. That shit snatched her soul through her face. Fatality. It was like a little 12-year-old girl too. The chimp just reached out, grab. It was like, damn. The communists hated Russia and killed as many as they could. Yeah. Yeah, what they call them? I got the Khmer Rouge, not the Khmer Rouge. I forgot what they call them. I got one more question and I'm out. I got manly things to do. Muhammad or Jesus? Are you asking me? Man, don't try to G-check me. Don't try to religiously G-check me, cuz like just pulled up on me with that shit like you like yo, you from Jordan down, son? Alright, I'm from Nickerson Gardens. Yo, yeah, had the right where you from? Nigga that had the right answer. Yeah, don't religiously G-check me. Hadn't knew what was up. They say money is green because the small hats picket the forest, right? That wasn't an answer. I'm not giving you the satisfaction of giving you an answer. How you gonna try to Muhammad? Yeah, Muhammad. Yes. Alhamdulillah, Muhammad. Ha, Hajjah Muhammad Adana Fala Shashada Muhammad. Yeah, don't G check me. Money is black if left on the tree long enough, just like olives. Shout out to Money. Aisha, his wife of 9 years old. And Kadia, his wife of 80 years old. Go look it up, dummy. I don't know who y'all talking to. I don't know this already. BG done convert. Yeah, I took the Shahada. Y'all won't see me come out this bit with a kufi on one of these broadcasts. Super. Come out this bit with a kufi or hugging my little shit. With the prayer rug draped over my shoulder. Only on the left side though. Aisha with 5 in marriage and 9 in consummation. Okay. Yeah, I'm very familiar with Islam. Not just Muhammad, but Islam. You're not telling me nothing new. Might need a dedicated stream per religion. No, I don't do religious streams. Hell no, y'all ain't gonna get me like that. Y'all ain't gonna get me in a trick bag like that. Roughing a different one each stream. Allah Muhammad Shaddai. I'll make a lot right now. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me, Aki. Stop playing for me. I gotta go make Salat right now. So I got one more question. I gotta go make Salat. Debate Brian Young. Debate him on what? There's no debating his ideology for I don't feel like. Oh, my Blue Jay. Hey, how are ya? How are ya? And it's not for me to debate him for. Shout out to him though. And I'm an anarchist too. I'm the king of anarchists. I'm on my Monkey D. Luffy shit. I'm the king of anarchists. But anarchy is stupid as shit at the same fucking time. So I don't know how he can even stand up to my debate or critique of what he believes when I'm king of the anarchists and believe this shit stupid as shit. Okay, my Blue Jay bamming out up there. What's up? What's poppin'? It's crack-a-lackin'. I mean, it is what it is. It ain't what it was. You get your taxes done, Mr. BG? Oh, God, you about to get Watachi started. I'm not talking about taxes neither. Taxes and religion is off the table. Because everyone wants to tell me how to not pay taxes. Then when I do the shit, how they did it step by step and don't pay taxes, then my dumb ass locked the fuck up with time over my head. I'm not even gonna get a letter from these niggas. They ain't gonna put no money on my books, make sure my people straight on the outside. They just be like, oh yeah, BG, he just a statistic. They the same niggas be like, another statistic. Look at them. Niggas can't keep themselves out of jail to say they fucking like. Like they got took your advice. I ain't even trying to go there. Oh, that's a hawk. That's a hawk. That's definitely a hawk. You got it. Watachi, you got it, man. You win. You win. I digress. I ain't even. I ain't built like you, Watachi. I ain't cut like that. Talmud teaches that non-Judeans are not people. Yeah. There's a lot of different people that taught other people who weren't them weren't people. Negroes weren't looked at as being people neither. But then when the Jews do it, all of a sudden it's a fucking problem. When the Jews see the white man as non-people, it's a problem now. Don't make me get on my black pride shit. Don't make me get on my Nation of Islam shit. Don't make me nation. That's exactly what I'm, Nation of Islam. I'll come out there bit with the suit on, the kufi, the bean pie, the bow tie. Stop playing with me, man. 3/5 a person. I wish that was the case. I would be paying whole taxes. Nigga that paid. How the fuck you tax not a person? This nigga's not a person. How is he paying tax? Three-fifths stop slavery. I don't give a fuck about slavery neither. That's three things I'm just staying away from: slavery, religion, and taxes. Africa saw Africans as non-people. Europeans saw Europeans as non-people too. So the people see people as not being people. This shit happens. It is, man. That's history, and people gonna keep doing this shit. They be like, nah, we better than them. It's just when the Jew man does it, then that's when niggas want to freak out, like shit, like talking about it. But when everybody else do it, this shit just. I'm on my Nation of Islam shit. BG the Jew defender. Yup. Absolutely. Usually who doesn't know the law cannot follow the law. that anybody is reasonable and trustworthy. Oh shit. Fuzzy but bumblebee. BG got a smaller hat on underneath that bigger one. Joking about it doesn't make it a joke. Joking about what? Taxes? Y'all hear my songbird? Knowing the law so you know if you owe it. Realize I'm not talking about taxes no more. I got 2 more questions left. BG, the only person in history to be a Zionist Hindu Muslim from America that reps Nova Scotia. You know it. All that. 2 more questions left. How do you know the birds behind you aren't actually government surveillance drones? Shout out to my birds. They the real deal. Let's talk about Texas, BG. You and we. Let's not talk about it. You can think you know, man. This is just a fact. You can think you know something all day long, but if you don't know what you think you know, when it come time for you to prove what you know, and you get thrown in a fucking trick bag, your ass gonna end up in a small cell. So knowing what you know and knowing how to execute what it is you think you know is different things, man. It's shit, just different things. Shit different, man. How long it take to stack that wood? I've been working on this wood wall right here since last June. I've been working on this wood wall for a minute, but it keeps being rebuilt. Sections go. I put more sections up, so this has been here for a brick. But this the older stuff right here. I think this stuff, I put that there, or I started that in, I believe, June. Thanks, you can only be a fan since BG got dibs on my username. Absolutely. I like that chaotically neutral. I like that. That shit, that sounds smooth as hell. One more question. Come on. I got one more question. Then I gotta go. Charismatically casual fits better. I like that too. I'm gonna take both of those. You gonna watch Kingpin today? I forgot. Thanks for reminding me. I'm gonna go. I might go ahead and watch it because I got things to do real quick. But I'm gonna watch that when I get finished. Give your fans what they want and make some new skits. I'm gonna I'm gonna think about it. I probably won't, but yeah, I'm gonna think about it. I just thought about it and I won't do it. Seasoned wood right here, resting on a piece of unseasoned wood.